Should be working. Make sure the volume works. Can you hear me? Is the volume working? Is the mic working? Hello, hello. Yes, I hear it. All right. All right, got my helmet, ready to rock. Man, I am having a busy day, but I told myself I was going to skate today, so here I am. Let me bring it a little closer. It's hard to hear from all the way over there. There, that's a little better. Ugh, as long as you can still see me. Yeah, this tripod needs to go down a little bit. I think we raised it. We used this tripod when Grant was here, and we needed the audio with a mic on this rather than using my little lavalier. There, that's better. Look at that. Woo! Pretty. All right, let me adjust this a little bit. There. All right. Yeah, we put the mic on this, and it worked really well, but the height is a little different for me when I'm talking. Hope everybody is staying warm out there. It is cold here in North Carolina. I was up at the mountains this weekend. You saw me in Sparta. Had a really great little trip. We have a little cabin up there, and we're going to be up there for Christmas. So I wanted to go up beforehand and make sure that everything was ready. So prepped all the rooms and made sure that we did the sheets and make sure all the heaters are working and things like that, because we haven't been up there. We just bought it. We haven't been up there in the winter. So it's important that you make sure that you don't freeze. So made sure all the heaters worked, got plenty of beds, linens and blankets and stuff. My parents-in-law, my kids' grandparents, they are coming up with us as well. So it's going to be a really great family vacation out in the mountains. Lovely area. That's where the Blue Ridge Mountains are, which is where the Blue Ridge, you can't see it in this, but the packaging for the Blue Ridge frames has a map, and this is the Blue Ridge Parkway. So we're actually way over, let's see, yeah, we're actually way over here. Yeah, that makes sense. So you can see it kind of swoops around this way. We're way over here. This is Asheville, and we're about 3 hours away from Asheville, so we're way up here. But that was the Blue Ridge Parkway. It was a really beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains, and I just love it up there. Growing up, in Alameda, it's an island town, so it's in the Bay Area, and it's all surrounded by water. But we used to always escape to the Sierras and go camping, and that was some of my fondest childhood memories of being able to have a place where we can escape in the mountains is really amazing. I am on the Grants still. I'm going to be skating them today with the balance frames. Absolutely love the fit of these skates. I am, however, having a problem getting adjusted. Royales are a little bit more difficult in the Majestic 12, so I wanted to skate today and see if I could just get my Royale back with this setup. I do plan on doing a video, so my video this weekend, because it's going to be so cold, and I think it's going to rain most of the weekend, my video this weekend I'm going to do not really a how-to or a tutorial, but kind of a, I guess, all of the things to consider when doing Royales. I don't really know what the title looks like yet, but there are a few tricks out there that I can do on every skate. If you watched any of my first impressions videos or my reviews, you'll see every single skate out there, I can jump on a sole grind, no problem. And you know, most skates out there I could do alley-oop sole, or I could do zero star or whatever. When it comes to royales and when it comes to topside tricks, those are the two tricks, style of tricks, that the equipment really matters. And there's a lot of things to consider that I don't think we've ever considered in the past, but I definitely consider now, because I'm skating all these different skates and I need to know, why does this one work? Why does this one doesn't work? Why is it so easy for me to royale on SLs with Featherlight 3s, but it's hard for me to royale on Rocies with balance frames? That doesn't make any sense, right? I can royale just fine. Well, there's a lot of math that goes into it. And I want to explain that to people and try to help them understand, you know, it's not you as much as it's the skates are different. So I've had a lot of people ask, you know, I had a hard time doing a royale on my Majestic 12s and I thought I was crazy. I thought the boot was too stiff. I thought blah, blah, blah. It's just about angles. It's about getting low on your royale, and depending on how deep your groove is for your frame, the lower that you have to get, the deeper the lower you have to get, the taller the groove is. So if you were skating something, you know, with a tall groove like a Symmetrics frame or a Wish frame, you're gonna have to grind in that groove in order to get your boot down royales, because it's really hard to get that low. I know a lot of you can do it, but for some of us with old knees, or maybe we're not as flexible as we used to be, it's really hard to get low on royales. So this is a pretty steep royale, and this cuff is made of the recycled plastic, which I think is a little stiffer. It's not going to be easy, but my goal today is just to get some royales on this, back royale, front royale, and get ready for my review or my video this weekend that should break down what the difference is between skates and royales, and how to royale. I mean, there's a lot of tutorials out there, but I think the royale is one that more people ask about. More royales and topsides on ledges, I think those are the two big questions. And for me, royale is kind of it's a separator trick. So if you can do a proper boot down royale, that's something. Like, that puts you in a different bracket of skater. Like, anybody worth their, you know, who's been skating for a while can do a Macchia, or can do a Mizu, or do a soul grind, or something like that. It's when you can get boot down on a royale, that's like, for me, that next level. And I want to try to teach people how I do it. And I think it has a lot to do with the right skates for the way that you're built. So we'll see how the video turns out. I'm pretty good on that. As always, if you have any questions, I would absolutely love to chat. I'm by myself. I just got off a 2-hour call and I'm ready to skate a little bit. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to skate, but I do want to skate. I haven't had lunch yet, so I might be a little hungry. Maybe I'll get an RX bar while I hang out. But if you have any questions, tag back to blading in the live stream so that I can take a look. I'd love to answer your questions. Trick requests today, probably not going to happen. These Rocies are great, but they're not my most flexible skate for doing tricks. So feel free to ask. I don't know that I'm going to take any trick requests. Usually when I do trick requests, it's just me falling down a few times, which I'm sure everybody loves, but I don't know that I love it as much today. And we'll get some music on. I think I'll do the Video Groove mix, because there's a lot of really great classic 90s hip hop on there, which I'm always a big fan of. And if you have any encouraging words for me on this royale journey, let me know. I know I can do it. I know I can do it because I've done them before. I did them on my V13s with balance frames, so there's no reason I can't do it here. All right, Video Groove. Why does Sonos just not work sometimes? Look, it's just not completely frozen. Doo-doo-doo. This is the segment of the live stream where Law complains about Sonos and their horrible user experience. Here we are. Tap on star. It does nothing. It's like my whole thing is frozen. Maybe I'll just restart this stupid Chrome. guess. Maybe it'll be fast. Maybe I'll, what can I do? I had Doom playing. Maybe I'll put Doom on. I have Doom. I can control that from my watch. So let me do that real quick. It might work. All right, here we go. It works. All right. All right. Ugh. Turn up setting a little bit so I can read. I can't really read the live stream over here. There we go. Easier for me to see. All right, couple questions already. Backslides. Yeah, backslide, Dave. Backslide is a pretty tricky one if you can't get boot down on your royales. So getting boot down on your royales, really getting confident on that, and then being able to squash down a backslide. I was able to do it a few times. It's a hard one to get consistent for me, though. Xander, head, shoulder, knees, and toes. Absolutely. That's got to check it out. All right. Hey, Drew, yes, I do have Apple products. This is an old Chromebook that is a Android tablet that I put in here. I have my old iPad. I'll probably just upgrade the iPad as soon as my kid is done with hers and replace it with an iPad. But the Sonos app doesn't work on my old iPad, so kind of screwed. But anyway, all right, let's get warmed up. As usual, soul tricks. Good way to warm up. Da, da, da. All right. Hope everyone is doing great this Thursday. Hope it's not too early for you. These Majestic 12s actually felt really good at the skate park. I was worried the sole wasn't wide enough, but it really isn't a problem if you get really low. I did have an issue with the backslide plate, so hopefully I'll be able to fix that today and actually get my royals back. Let me do my leg stretches. You can't see me, but I'm over here. Oh, been stretching pretty good, so pretty loose now. Hey Chris, you need to skate? What's going on? It's been a while. All right, feeling okay. It's like an exaggerated Mizu, but it feels really good with these skates. What was I gonna do? Oh, I'm fine. I was thinking I was going to zoom in so I could see, but it should be all right. Yeah, there's definitely an additional thinking about it that I go through with Majestic 12 because this sole plate is skinnier than I'm used to. little better. Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, I wanted to pause. That's what I was doing. All right, that gives me a little buffer, so I have an instant replay. I will say the soles are feeling good. So if you haven't watched, I think Cody Sanders is his name. He does really good videos, like explaining tricks, but in a like what counts and what's special about these tricks. He did one on mistrial that was really, I thought was really good. And yeah, getting the feet together, getting really on this backside plate, it's a really hard thing to do on a mistrial, but the lower you get, the more like squat you get on your front foot, the easier it'll be to get boot down on your back one. Let me put it over here so you can see. I'm really, really happy with my mistrials lately. Pull it back a little bit. There. See how low I can get. See, like super low. And yeah, the trick for me is to get like really bend your legs as low as you can. A lot of weight on this front foot, and you're almost like on the heel of your foot, pushing your foot out. Feels really good. All right, zero corn, alley-oop sole, and true Miz. Let's put you over here. There we go. Alright, zero corn. This is a hard one with a skinny sole. I feel like I don't do them super well, and I kind of cheat, so this will help me learn. My front back foot down a little bit more. Come off fakie. I think that'll help. That's better. I need to push this front foot flatter. I see like Grant doing them, and he's really good at it. Turn right. I can do this. Overthinking it now. I'm leaning too far forward. Gotta lean to my heel more. Better. One more. you're right, Chris. I can get it usually, but it's hard to get flat. Which is what I gotta work on. All right, Axel. Saw my video, this was the one I slipped out pretty hard. It's hard to judge my jump with new skates. Dave, yeah, we skate the coping sometimes. It's not great. I mean, it's only 8 feet wide, and usually there's boxes in the way, but yeah, it's okay. You go pretty fast. I'll show you how fast you end up going. This is just dropping in, and I hit the other coping on the other side. So it's not bad, but it's a little fast. All right, Axel. Hey, there we go. Maybe 2 more like that. Not as good, but I'll take it. All right, Zero Mizu. That was this sole plate is so skinny, I can't lock on right. You really gotta get over it. No cheating. I got this. Come on. There we go. All right, 2 more like that. That one felt really good. One more. Whoa! That felt good. Oh my god, I'm tired. You need to skate more. Did I say zero Ms? I meant true Ms. Zero Ms, that's for sure. I get 0 Ms for you though, Noosh. I'll do that. Ugh, tired. Too much skating. Hey, Alf, I can't understand Spanish, but if you're talking about trying to get royales flat on ledges, skating flat, it's really hard. Wish frames, mega frames, maybe the Featherlight 4s, anything with wheel bite protection might help you, because when you go flat, you know, you've got all the wheels. You really got to get low, and that wheel bite will help, because you lean on that front wheel a lot when you do royales. That wheel bite protection will help you. Back royales is a different story. Good luck with that. Thanks, Drew. I wish you were here. Then you could cheer me on, but alas. All right, a little more water, and let's try this royale. So, story goes, this weekend I skated and had a really difficult time doing royales. I blame the setup, me not being used to it, but I don't blame the setup being impossible to do. So what I want to do is see if I can get these royales on this. Angle's a little off. All it really takes is getting lower. That park wasn't the most... That was pretty good. That park wasn't the most forgiving. So definitely harder to get boot down on, shitty obstacles. This, no excuses. This is my favorite box. It's nice and slick. Like, shouldn't have any problems with wheel bite. It's also got coping, so I can get down a little bit lower. But it's a little fast, so I'm a little concerned about slipping out a little bit to my hips. So catching myself with my left arm. And I do have my shin guards on. I have these, the Nike Charge on. They seem to be working pretty well. I fell a few times on that mini ramp this weekend and I didn't have any issues. So enough talk, here we go. Get some royales. Hopefully get really boot down. Y'all be the judge and let me know how I do. All right. It's scary. Whoa! All right. So you can see the second half, I got boot down. You see how low I have to be on that boot down? That was like slip out low. This is fresh frames, fresh Majestic 12s. So it's a really low royale. I don't know if this is realistic for a lot of people, especially if you're learning royales. But I think I can land to that if I practice a little bit. Let me give it 5 more good tries. Oh my God. That one felt better. But look at how low I am, dude. Way too low. That doesn't seem like balanceable, Definitely too low for my comfort. All right, let's do it again. See, I start and then I push it down. Not how I want to do it. It's like I'm doing a lock on where I normally do royales, that angle, and then I'm like, oh, I know that there's a sole plate back here somewhere. Push, 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 pops down, and then I go, whoop, slip out. My back foot was catching up with my front foot. Man, yeah, it's really low. Let me try pushing this front foot out more and see if I can balance that out. That's a low royale. All right. How was that one? That was better. So pushing that front foot out more made a big difference. At least for style, I feel like I balanced myself out more too. It's funny, like I was saying earlier, I think a royale is one of those differentiator tricks where a lot of people could do royales, but you really got to get boot down. Like, I don't think it counts. Like Cody says, I don't think it counts unless you get boot down. And getting boot down on these skates, I mean, you got to fight for that. All right, let me try one more with the front foot pushed way out and see if I can get that. Yeah, that's better. you can see my front foot as soon as I lock pushing out to compensate for that back foot. That's a hard trick. I wonder if I'm really boot down or if I'm just looking like I'm boot down, because I look like I'm pretty low. Front knee bent down towards the back foot. Yeah, more like I'm doing like a kg. All right, let me do another one. That felt good. I don't know about that style, dude. I don't know. You'll tell me what that one looked like, because I didn't feel that. I didn't feel right at all. Need to get much lower on that. This isn't the longest box, so I really have to lock on before the end. So I've only got like 2 seconds of grind, maybe a second. So getting down and squatting right at the beginning is hard. All right, little water, and then I'm going to try backside. Drew, I do. So if I pause my live stream, the recording is coming from my camera. I can pause my live stream and then push again, and then it'll give me like a 10-second delay. So I'm able to see it, but obviously second opinion is important. Yeah, Anuj, I know. It's a lot to think about. It's a lot to think about, especially, you know, when I'm used to skating, you know, carbons or anything with a USD 7 sole plate, because this sole plate is so narrow. It's like almost less than the boot itself. That's how deep it is. All right, let's try back. Now, I can back royale pretty clean, so this should be something I can do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it today, though. Oh, and I need to tighten my frame bolts. I can hear that. Just a reminder, make sure you tighten your bolts before you skate. I did not. Sometimes they come loose. And put Loctite on if you can. Oh yeah, this front frame bolt, super loose. There we go. Nice quiet skates is the way to go. I think this clack that you hear now, I think that is my buckle. Yeah, this buckle shakes a little bit. But gotta have nice quiet skates. It's vital. All right, back royale, here we go. Fingers crossed, this one's for Noosh. All right, just warming it up. Just warming it up. At least I got it. All right, I could do better. That wasn't my best one. Yeah, that back foot caught up with me again. I gotta push my front foot out more. Front foot out more and then squat down. Nope. Better. Gotta get lower. Oh, that one was low. It's really hard to get low on this. I need to push that front foot out more because my balance is so far back. If I push that front foot out, it will move me a little bit farther forward. All right, give me a couple more. Oh no! Oh my God. Slipping out is no joke. Oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I still don't feel like I'm low enough though. I still don't feel like I'm all the way down. Two more. Man, it's hard to get through down. All right, one more. All right, that was better. But you can see I'm not squatting enough. Like I definitely got the position, but I gotta get lower. All right, back farv, and then I think I'm good. Let's get back farv real quick. That one's a little easier. That was a little easier. I think that's a good one to stop on. Oh my God. Tired. No water. All right. Thank you all for joining me for this quick but very beneficial session. Hey Alex, good to see you. Yes, I hope the weekend is good. It's going to be a little rainy, so I'll probably be in here again. I was telling people at the beginning of the show that I'm going to try to do a video explaining Royales and why it's more difficult to do some Royales on some skates than others. This has been really difficult because the angle is so deep, but typically I'm pretty good at Royales. But I think some people would find value in seeing a video breaking down what the angles mean, why it might be more difficult to do a Royale on some skates than others, and then how to get the Royale dialed in after you do it a couple of times. The tiger helmet in the background. You have good eyes. I will probably not be wearing that tiger helmet. It is too small for me. I have this one too. This is like a straight like airborne style helmet. It kind of fits me. Like if I were skating down really fast. Looks pretty good. A little small. I'm not sure the tiger helmet will fit me. It's very small. It could put it in the back if I wear it way back like this. I don't know how much help it's going to do though. Like my whole head is not protected except for this back part. It's like a yarmulke. Love it. Yeah, I'm tired. This was a good session though. I really like these M12s. They're a really great skate. I wish the Royale groove was a little, I don't know. This is just me whining, but I think it would be more inclusive if it was a little wider. You know, it's hard to get boot down on Royales with these. It's just really low. And that's fine. But if they want, you know, more people to skate them, I think having a nice boot down Royale, nice groove would be super helpful. What else? Should be a good week next week. So I've got a lot planned. It's going to be a really long gear talk if you are interested in the geekier side of rollerblading. We're going to go pretty long on Wednesday. I've got the new blank skates. They're in the house, so I'm going to start skating those next week. Say goodbye to my lovely Majestic 12s. At least I'll have them so that, you know, they'll be on the wall. And it's great to have a skate, you know, that's Grant's skate. So, but yeah, so I'm going to start skating the blanks next week. I'll do the reveal tomorrow or on Monday or Tuesday. And we've got a busy week for Fitty Fitty, so it's going to be action-packed. Hope you buckle in. A little Christmas present early so you can get ready. There's not going to be a lot happening before Christmas. Don't feel like you have to save up or spend anything. We're going to take your Christmas money from your grandma. Don't worry about buying anything before then. There might be some pre-orders for stuff, but you know, this season shipping has been really difficult, and we've had some containers stuck at the port for about 4 weeks now in LA. It's really frustrating because there's nothing that we can do about it, but they were supposed to be here for a launch, you know, middle of November. They were supposed to arrive on November 9th, and then it got bumped to November 30th, and now they're not even through the ports in LA. So who knows when they're going to get here, but they're supposed to be clearing the ports this week, and then it takes 2 weeks to get to us, and then Christmas, so probably first week of January. But all that information will come out next week. If anybody has any questions, I'm going to hang out and drink some water. Please tag me in it if you've got questions on anything, or if I missed your question, I'm not going to scroll up, so just send it again and I'll take a look. Momo, are the blanks full or boot only? They are full. So I got the frames as well. I got the size 44, which is the 10, 10 and a half, 28.5 centimeter. And it comes with the frames. I have opened up the box, but I took it off just so that I could put the box inside out for the reveal. But I haven't inspected the skates. I haven't really held the skates aside from picking them up and putting them in the box again. So it's going to be a really nice first impression sort of video, unboxing video, because I haven't watched any of the videos out there. I haven't watched Lino's or Brandon's or Joey's or anyone. I've been trying to stay, blinders so that I have really fresh first impression of it. All right, I think I'm good. Thank you all for joining me today. This was a lot of fun. I had a really good time skating. Hope you get to skate this weekend. I know it's pretty cold, and if you're not, near an indoor skate park, it might be a little difficult. Also, indoor skate parks are a little sketchy right now. I know that, there's a lot of ventilation in there, but even being vaccinated, I'm not a huge fan of being next to a lot of people right now because I just don't know. I don't know how sketchy they are. So I want to make sure that everybody out there is being safe. Be safe if you can, get vaccinated if you can, get boosted if you can. If you need to skate in your garage, it's better than not skating at all, right? So I always say, not everybody has a warehouse like this, but when I started skating, we had a little garage that we would skate a P-roll, and that was all that we had, but that's enough for us, especially when the weather gets gross. Anyway, I hope everybody gets to skate this weekend. Hope you're doing well. Oh, a couple questions. Maybe I'm late. Any restock on prime frames? Yes, more prime frames. They're on the shipment, so you'll get the blacks, restock of blacks, and then a couple new frames that we're going to be introducing next week. Little hot tip for you, Andrew, for watching the live stream. Did you ever see the Bauer Shifty? Anthony, I did. I just got back in town. They were here in the warehouse. This is my first day back in the warehouse. I have them. I probably won't reveal them on the next Gear Talk because it's going to be a really busy show, and I want to make sure that I can spend time breaking them apart and talking about them. So give me 2 weeks, probably first week of January, and that's when I'll do the reveal. But thank you so much for sending. That was amazing. I haven't opened them yet, but I will, and show them off for sure. Alex, December Trick Challenge, we're going to be announcing that this evening, so stay tuned. Mr. Darren, my foot is 28, 280 and fairly narrow. Would I have to size up in M12s or stick with size 10? Size 10 is perfect for you. I am a size 10 and a half, 28.5, and my foot is a standard width. These fit me perfectly. So they are perfect, really nice. They're not the widest, of course, but they're absolutely great for me. I didn't have any issues. The only catch is I am riding the RL1 liners. These are much skinnier. The stock liners might not be good for you. So definitely get yourself some RL1s or some Intuitions. But man, I wouldn't consider yourself having any issues. And Game Mind, I don't know what is considered a narrow foot. I checked on a shoe sizing chart, and it says like if you measure your foot length and then you measure the widest part of your foot, based on your length, this is where your width should be. And then if it's more or less, then you know if you're wider or more narrow. And mine was a D size, which is like the normal size. And I know Drew loves the D, so that's perfect for you. All right. Thank you all so much. Hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next week on Gear Talk, and watch the video this weekend if you want to learn how to Royale, or at least learn some tips on how to fall down and catch yourself without hurting. Bye. Have a good one.